Did you have fun?
Absolutely.
You know, talking about movies.
Are we talking about Meet John Doe?
We are, but what the world wants to know, Joe, is which you like better, White House Down or Olympus Has Fallen?
Frank, I liked White House Down a little better, but I think Olympus Has Fallen made more money.
Yeah, I agree with you. It was a close call. Every now and then movies come out in the same year with almost the same plots, and you wonder what's going on. And it was hard to choose between them. I like them both, but I do give White House Down the edge. I thought the rapport between Jamie Foxx and Chatham Tanning put it over Olympus Has Fallen, but they were both films I enjoyed. They're both good action films. The body counts are quite high in both of them, so that's a warning to anybody that might take our recommendation. You better be prepared to see men die.
So I have two guests here, Clara and Mr. Kurt.
Howdy.
Howdy, how's it going?
It's going well.
Thank you.
He's in Texas.
Oh, fantastic. I'm guessing it's kind of hot down there.
Well, Yahoo!
Did you hear that, Frank?
Yeah, we gave up the Yahoos a couple of generations ago, but they're over.
Hey, I'm from that generation you gave it up from, so I'm still clinging on to it, Frank.
I'm going to give you 4 minutes, Frank.
Okay, Meet John Doe. This is probably the longest movie you've ever shown while I've been working with you. This is over 2 hours, and it's the only Frank Capra film you've shown. Frank Capra, this is his first movie not associated with a big studio, which is why it's in the public domain. No one ever renewed the copyright. So 1930s was his years at Columbia. 1940s, he's out on his own a lot. And 1941 is his first independent film, and that's this one. That's why it fell in the public domain. It's his last film before he goes in the Army, because as soon as World War II breaks out, he's in the Army and he's making documentaries. And they're collectively known as the Why We Fight series, plus a few others, and they are quite effective. So if anybody ever gets a chance to see Frank Capra's World War II documentaries, which he made for the Army, they're quite a good thing to sit through. A lot of A-list people in this. Cary Grant with a role that's really written for him. You can't imagine anybody else playing this. He's worked with Capra before. The same year that he makes this movie, he'll win an Academy Award for Sergeant York. The leading lady is Barbara Stanwyck, who is surprisingly good. I always think of her as a femme fatale, a little on the sinister side. But she is not at all like that in this movie, and she really pulls it off, so I give her credit for that. Edward Arnold was the bad guy. He was an A-list character actor, as was Walter Brennan. And about the time that this movie opens, Walter Brennan collects his third Oscar for Best Supporting Actor. And people tend to forget that there's very few people that have gotten 3 Oscars among actors, and Walter Brennan was the first by many years. So God bless him. I don't particularly care from this movie. It's a bit too hokey a part, but I guess he fits in. He and Cooper made an awful lot of movies together this time, and they seem to play off each other well. This is a movie that, even before it came out, was famous because they didn't know how to end it. It begins, I'm not giving anything away, in the first few minutes you'll realize that a character who we learn is Gary Cooper has written a note threatening to commit suicide over dissatisfaction with the world, and it all leads up to that date when he says he's going to throw himself off the top of a building. And they didn't know how to end it, and you can almost pick the number of endings that legend says were filmed, and they were previewed. I understand there might have been as many as 5 endings filmed in one ending he throws himself off the building. That's not I don't think I'm giving away much by saying that's not the ending of this movie, but they didn't know how to end it, and it got into the media. And we see that sometimes today. When a movie's having problems. You start hearing all these tales of doom, and sometimes the movies come out and they've recovered from that, and sometimes they haven't. Well, Meet John Doe recovered from that. I think it's a pretty good movie.
Wow.
Am I out of time?
Yeah, that's about it.
Okay, Joe, I'll talk to you next week.
I had a question, real quick. Do those multiple endings get saved? Are they on a DVD or anything?
Not to my knowledge.
All right, we'll have to track them down.
Frank Capra liked throwing footage he didn't like into the furnace, and I think he did it with this.
Thank you very much.
Talk to you next week.
All right, Frank, bye.
Bye-bye.
That's our show. You like it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Frank was great. Yeah. He was great.
Isn't he awesome?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
great observations.
Doing it about 2 years now.
Oh, wow.
He's got 3 books out. Vampire Over London. He's one of Bela Lugosi's biographers. He's a great guy. Views and opinions on visual radio are ours. MC4 might be here with the Music Closet. Thank you, Jeff Dearman. Thank you, Judy Kellerman. Thank you,
very much.
WinCam. Thank you, BNN. Thank you, Miss Donna. Thank you, everyone. Good night.
Thank you,
Good night.
world.